Okay, so if you were with me in the shop when I ran this on the CNC machine, then you know that I didn't do these two slots right here, this one or this one. So now what I need to do is fix it. So rather than going any further than going crazy, all I'm going to do is go up. I'm going to zoom in so I make sure I get everything right. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to select that one. Then I'll go down and I'll shift and select, so I'd have both of those. I'll just double check. Yep, I have both of those. Okay, then I'm going to create a toolpath for that. And the other part of it was, just as I had mentioned, you don't want to start like these holes. They all started at 0.375 and then went down 0.625 further. Well, that first pass on each one of those holes, that's when I realized, it's like, wow, why is that going so deep and then making a spin to do a 3/8 inch hole? Well, then I realized I never did the slot first. So that's why a lot of times it may not be all that good of an idea to do a start from a certain height and then finish, because if you screw up the sequence, then you're really in trouble. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start at 0 on these two slots, and I want to go down 0.35. The reason I'm going down 0.35 or 3, yeah, get that right, 0.375. I'm going down 3/8, and the reason I'm doing that is because the piece of metal that's going in there is 1 inch, and then there's going to be a head that's going to stick up, and I don't want that head to stick up any further than it has to. So it's going to take a little longer to do this, you know, because it has 3 passes rather than 2, but in the end I think I'm going to be glad that I did. And then I am going to name that slot for, I guess I call it a strip washer. It's like a strip of metal, and then it's at 0.375. Calculate. All right, this is where I'm going to really want to watch to make sure what I've got. I clicked on reset, and so now I don't have any of the other ones selected other than slot for the strip washer, and I can go ahead and say test it. Okay, so it ran those two, right? Now, when I set up my toolpath to take out into the shop, I'm only going to select that particular one. I'm not selecting any of the other ones. Now, when I say save the toolpath, I'm double checking to make sure just that one is checked. I do a save, and then I usually call this like whatever I did fix. I add the word fix to it, and that kind of lets me know. There you go. So it's fixed, and I do a save of that. And then I also now, in case, you know, let's assume that everything is going to work out from this point forward after I do it in the shop, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this file, which is the CRV file, and I'm going to do a save as. This is where I use that numbering system, tray 1-1117-01, and really what I'm going to do is just call that 02. And then that way they're up in sequence, and so I'll know that there's something else different there. So now I'm all set to go. All I need to do again is put my thumb drive in the computer, transfer the file from my computer to the thumb drive, take the thumb drive out to the shop. Then when I get out to the shop, I'll go ahead, enter. The board is already in the machine, it's already centered. The only thing I have to do is bring it down to 0 manually and then tell it to go, but when it goes, it's only going to do these 2 passes right here. So there you go.